Hey guys, this is Rudy Banks. Welcome back to the channel, The Entrepreneur Journey. I hope all is well. Today I got an update video from the previous video I did on email marketing. And if you recall, the video was about a system called My Lead Gen Secret. And essentially, if you know anything about email marketing, this program promises to deliver 100 email leads to you daily. And essentially you can build up a big email list, build a relationship that list, and monetize the list based on the people that are interacting with your content. So I'm going to give you an update on where I'm at. I got involved in this about a week ago. I'll show you the results with that. I'll try to answer some of the questions that came up in the previous video. And if you're new to the channel, I talk about marketing, I talk about music, technology, all the things I love to do, and I find some kind of way, try to creatively tie all these things together, because I really think these skills can cross over different platforms, different niches. With no further ado, let's get into the video. So I'm gonna take you back over to the video, and there were a few questions that came up. I just wanted to touch on those. One of them was, what type of niche should I focus on based on the buyers or the target audience that were being delivered to us. And so I went through the FAQ and I posted it in the previous video. Basically, it's like the make money online niche, and then secondly, I think they said health offers convert. So anything about diet and, lose belly fat, stuff like that. Another question came up was, do we own the list? This was from John. Thanks for that question, John. Was basically, do we own the list? So I commented on that. It's basically, you own the list. All you have to do is just copy the names and you can import them into another autoresponder if you have one. Michael, thanks for your comment. So we're going to touch on that. He said, I was in it for about 2 months and was not working good for me. Let me know if you get some opt-ins. Thanks. So I'm gonna give him an update on this based on this video. And thank you guys for your comments, and make sure you comment, because I do look at every comment and I do my best to reply to all your questions. All right, so let's jump into the software. All right, so I'm logged into the software. Again, I started the 22nd of July, and today is July 30th. So I've been in about a little over a week. And so the first offer I tested, again, I didn't start out traditionally, sending, some, a series of, I didn't send like a series of emails, to kind of warm up the audience. I just went straight in with the sales pitch. So I just wanted to see how responsive this list was going to be. And basically here was my offer, is basically 75 plus a day, simple free method. And then, it automatically puts a name. And this was kind of my script or my email copy. And then I had a few opportunities to take them to a landing page, which went into, a CPA offer. And that was my basic approach. So as you can see, scroll over here a little bit. All right, so the first day I actually received 100 leads, but when you first get into the system, you'll get another 100 leads as a bonus. So I had actually 200 leads for the first day, which was exciting. So basically when I sent that email out, I had 49 emails open, 23 clicks, so it was an open rate of 25%, and click-through rate was 47%. I was blown away. I was like, man, that's pretty high. And the next day, I sent it out I had 31 opens, 13 clicks, 31% open rate, and a 42% click-through rate. The next day, it was 15, 3, 15, and 20. Now you notice as you get your leads, I'm going to show you how this works. So as you get your leads, you just basically you select those. So if I want to send an email to this group of leads, I will select that, and then it would drag them over here. So right now it wouldn't be mailing to anybody. So when I first got started, I selected both of these. I did 200. I didn't want to send the same offer to the same people, with the same title and everything. That's just basically spam. Didn't want to do that. So as I was going, I got a new 100, then I would send them over. That's kind of how I did it. So I just wanted you guys to see that. But if you go under my leads, also you can see that, does the system deliver? Yes. So you can see every day I was getting 100 leads. So I'm up to what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm up to 1,000 right now. And it said I'm gonna get another 100 leads in the next 15 hours. So I will say it does work from that perspective. I showed you before, there's a list of all the people, you can see all these names. So I'm getting it. It tells you where they're from, all that good stuff. So it does deliver leads, yes. Now, let me go back home. So what I did that for like what, four emails. And you can kind of see what the rates were. Now, these 4 emails, there were no sales. And basically, I was using CPA offer inbox dollars. I was sending them to, one of my landing pages first before they go directly to the offer. This was an offer that I was doing on Craigslist, and I was getting sales with Craigslist. So email might be a little bit different than Craigslist, where Craigslist people were looking for opportunities and they were seeking it out. So they were searching, they were finding, they were clicking. The email per se is just showing up in your email box, and then the person has to read it, click on it, open it. So it may or may not catch them at the right time, whereas somebody looking at a classified, it's a different story. So I will say that's a difference between the two platforms. So then I said, okay, I showed you guys another landing page in another video. I remember I showed you guys how to reverse engineer. I showed you guys how to go to Craigslist and find what other people are promoting and how they're promoting it. And if you recall, I created a page with the music research. So I used this email series to test that strategy. And what I did was, since I had 800 leads at the time, that meant I sent this email to all 800 people at the time that were on my list. Now, again, I've got another 200 since I sent this email. But essentially what I did here, here's my email copy for that. And essentially I'm sending them to my page to say, okay, if you want to make money doing music research, basically listening to music, watching videos, which essentially goes to inbox dollars, that's how I'm driving traffic that way. And so the result so far is 130 emails out of 800 were open, 18 were clicked, opt-in rate 16%. Open rate was 16% and click-through rate was 14%. Now, if you just do a quick Google search, I just did one on email stats. And just because you send out 800 emails doesn't mean that you're going to have 800 people open them. And there's a lot of little things. There could be email addresses that are bad, which mean they bounce. Some people might go to their spam for some reason. They might not even see it. There's just a lot of reasons. The person might not be interested. The title doesn't, attract them, appease them, or it's just, it's just not the offer for them, or they might have seen it before. So you have to get creative. And so when it comes to emails and email copy, you have to get more creative and, try different strategies. And I also would say lead with value. So again, I was testing this out just like straight to the point to see how responsive this list was. moving forward, I'll send more content, to bring them to my YouTube channel, build more of a relationship, build a rapport with the list. So it's when it's time to share products and strategies, it's easier to, have that trust factor, and people will be more interested in the offers that I'm promoting. So going back to MailChimp, if you start looking at some industry standards for their particular platform, and I would kind of lump this into maybe e-commerce. I don't know if there's anything else. Let's see. Hobbies, marketing, advertising, social networks, online communities. So let's just look at marketing, advertising. So right there is 16%, 16.4% open rate. So we got the open rate, click rate. Yeah, let's just look at the first two columns. So for e-commerce, they're getting basically any, so like Amazon or something like that, or if you have a Shopify store. So they're getting basically 15.66% open rate and then a 2% click. So these numbers look good. Now, I will say, they have one rule that they mention here of not using, they tell you not to use any email, like a link tracker. So I think I'm gonna actually test that to see if that's 100% true. So they say our system uses our own tracking software for your convenience. See the statistics page. So if I go to my statistics page, this is what they're saying. 800 sent, 130 open rate 16%, 18 clicks. Clicks open percentage 13, clicks sent percentage. Okay. And let's see what this does. Okay, so if I click on that, it tells me the breakdown on when it was clicked and the time it was clicked. They're saying the click-through rate is 14%, but it's 2.25% of clicks sent. See some math there. All right, so I see the 2.25. So they're saying that of the 18 clicks, there were 18 clicks out of 800. So that's 2.25%. And that's typical when we say click-through rate to me. I don't know how they're saying. So I think this is a little misleading to me when I was looking on this main page. When I say 14% click-through rate, I was just double checking their math there. So I had 800, so 130 divided by 800. All right, so there's a 16% open rate. 18 were clicked. $18 divided by 130. That's how they're getting that. So they're saying that the click-through rate of the emails open is 14%. So you just have to think about that. It's not of all 800. It's just of the ones that were open. So just have to make sure I understood that myself. And then under the stats, they're saying of the ones open, there was 2%, 2.5 or 2.25% actually clicked. So even though they get to the landing page, doesn't mean they're going to click the offer. That's the bottom line. So what I want to do next is actually, I want to test some of their tracking, just to validate And what I'll use ClickMagick. I'm gonna probably do another post, do another distribution, but I'll probably just do it on a small sample size. I'll just send it out to, I'll go back to like the first 100 people and send out another offer, but I'm gonna put a tracker on it, and just to see what kind of results I get versus what ClickMagick says and versus what their tracking system says. And that'll give me a vote of confidence that, you know, that the clicks that I'm seeing on here are actually matching up with the clicks, you know, that I'm tracking. And I always did it, even when I did Udemy, you know, I would also have a tracking link in my email, so I would know how many clicks I accounted for versus what, you know, the client or the provider delivered. And I mentioned that in the last video, how to use Udemy if you want to buy solo ads. So that's another strategy as well. But this, I mean, if this works out right, you're building, you know, you're getting 100 leads a day. That's hard to beat. And the only thing is, it may not be in the niche you're in. So if you're in like finance or real estate or something like that, this probably won't work for you, because this is more so people that are, you know, trying to make money online or in a health niche. So I'm gonna keep testing, you know, some of my email strategies, my copy, and I want to do some ClickBank stuff too. So if you go over to ClickBank, you know, there were some offers I was going to promote, and I went to do it last night, and I noticed that it was no longer available. And I think it was, let's see if I can find it. Yeah, the offer is gone. It was basically you know, a training course, make money online or whatever. All right, so here's an example though. So this one says get paid to test apps. It's a new killer mobile offer. One thing I would tell you, if you're over on ClickBank, make sure if you click on when you filter, if you filter by products or offers that have a affiliate tools page, here's what you can do. So I'm gonna click on, so here's the affiliates page. But before I show you that, if you haven't used ClickBank, I mean, you basically, here's your ID, you say get your hop links, you copy this link, so anytime somebody purchases from that link, you'll get credit for it. That's how you get your link. But what I was going to show you, most of these, if they have tools, you can click on this here, which is the affiliate page. It's all the rules and all the tools you need to help promote that product. And so if you're building a list and you want to test out, you know, my lead gen secret without having to figure out what to say in the emails, and this is what you can do. So a lot of these programs, again, I don't believe in reinventing the wheel. If you're gonna be, you know, promoting some offers, this is a quick way to get started, quick way to test things and see what kind of results you get. So they gave you all of the email swipes, they give you banner images, all that stuff is done for you. So it saves you a lot of time. And then it's up to you to, you know, put it out there and see what kind of results you're getting. And then you can optimize once you have some data. So here's one that says get paid to test apps like Angry Birds. That'll be the subject in the email. So I would just copy that. And I would go over here, my mailing system. And I could just go right here and paste that right there. And my subject, I would erase all of that. Go back here. And I would copy that, paste it, and the only thing I'm gonna have to do there is just hyperlink that with the link of ClickBank, and that's how straightforward it is. But they don't give you just one email, they give you 4 different options. So here, and they give you different subject lines. Test apps, get paid, it's that easy. Like smartphone apps, here's how you can get paid to test them. Check out the #1 site for paid app reviews. So that's less salesy. So think about when you're opening emails, just go to your email client right now and pull it up and see what emails or things you subscribe to. There's got to be some things you subscribe to because you wanted something for free or you want to learn more about it. look at what those people are doing and see what kind of titles and topics stick out to you. If it resonates with you, then there's a good chance that it will resonate with someone else. This is what we call like a long copy. It's like a lot of text there. And so most people, we live in a day and age now. I know I'm a skimmer, so some things I'll skim and look for keywords or big buzzwords. Like a lot of times I'll do stuff like this too, capitalize words to make them stand out when somebody's scrolling. You know, if the links are already in there, people are just going to look for links. They're just going to click the link. They're going to be tired of reading, or they're going to just click off of the email altogether. So you have to figure out which works better. Again, this is another long email. I preferred shorter emails myself, something like that. No really big, large paragraphs. And I think I've showed you guys in another video, but there's a website called Format It. You can go to that, and you can actually paste email in there like that. So think about people who don't have HTML formatted emails, like they can't like render pictures and websites and stuff. It's only text, so you don't want it doing like that. And so what you can do is load in this program. You can pick how wide you want your width. So I would do 50 to 55 maybe, and then you just do submit.
Huh?
No, dear, that's wrong.
Huh?
Looks like it stopped working. So it looks like Format It stopped working. Let's see if there's another one. I'm gonna have to. All right, let's try this one. Looks like Format is not working anymore. All right, so that works. So now you can see, so you're on a smartphone. Now everything is nice and neat and it's clean. I would even space this out a little bit so it's not too big of a paragraph, because if it's too big of a paragraph, nobody's going to read it. All right, so that's another tip for you guys. So what I'm going to do, guys, moving forward is I'm going to, one, compare the stats. So I'm going to actually use my own tracker with ClickMagick, and as I send my emails out in the copy in the body of my emails, I'm actually use my own tracking link. I just wanted to do one test with that. I'm going to continue to use this, and I'm going to test more offers. And they offer email swipes too, but I'm, for another fee, I'm not going to do that. And then the last thing I'm going to do, I have my own landing page. So what I want to do with that is send out some valuable content via this system, some free content. In order for the person to access it, they'll have to, provide their email address first. And what that will do is allow them to opt into my own email list that I have on GetResponse. So essentially what I'm doing, I want to be able to scrub this list. So if I have 1,000 people on a list, or I'll probably let it go up to, I want to get up to at least about like 5,000 or 8,000, maybe 10,000. And I think it's worth the money to do that versus solo ads, a lot more expensive. So if I can build this up to 5,000 8,000 and 10,000 people on my email list. Now what I'll do is I'll start sending offers through this program. Just send a daily email, and I can start figuring out which subscribers are more apt to open emails that are based on making money versus health, and then maybe some technology stuff, and I can figure out what buckets they are, and then based on that I will be able to segment, what we call segmenting, and get response. So if you need more information on how to do that stuff, that's the way to do it. I mean, just reach out to me or comment below and I can do a video on that. But essentially segmenting is, say if I have a list of 1,000 people, and get response, I can say I can focus on people that I can basically put a flag and say, okay, these people open the email regarding make money online, these people open emails regarding health, or whatever it may be. So when I'm promoting different offers, I'll just send to that one segment of my list rather than sending an offer to somebody who's not going to open it. It just throws off your stats. It doesn't look good to your email autoresponder service provider, because your deliverability and your score is going to be a lot lower. So they're going to say, well, we're going to throttle these people's emails back because we don't want to make our system look bad. So I know that was a mouthful, but again, I'm trying to provide you guys a lot of content. And if you haven't joined the channel, make sure you like, share, subscribe. And I'm gonna be putting out another music life vlog here soon. I just did a wedding over the weekend, and I'm gonna post that probably tomorrow. And hope you enjoy that content. The band did a great job, and it was a long day, but it was definitely rewarding, and it's definitely been very lucrative as well. So guys, hope you enjoyed this content. Comment, like, share, subscribe, and I will see you guys in another video. Oh, and don't forget, if you need additional assistance, coaching, consulting, make sure you go over to banksmedia.com. If you haven't been to Banks Media, that's my digital services company, which I also have consulting and coaching, and you can set up some time and we can sit down and chat on Skype and help you guys out. I already received an email from one person who's asking how to get free traffic, or they want to make $50 a day, so I reached out to them. So thanks for reaching out, guys. I know the word is getting out, and all I can do is just try to help you guys, and I'll see you guys in another video. Peace.